Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 LSC Women's Basketball Online Media Day. I'm Lucas Kinsey for the Lone Star Conference. Today, I'm joined by West Texas A&M women's head basketball coach Josh Prock, also senior guard Grace Alvarez, and junior guard Kyla Kane. Thanks for being here with us today, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, we'll start with you. You begin the 24-25 season. Extra motivation going into this year. Obviously, you look at last year, an 18-win, 13-loss overall record. The Lone Star Conference picks the Lady Buffs to finish 5th this year in the preseason poll. And last year made a strong push at the end of the season, but did not make the NCAA tournament. You bring back 7 returners, 2 of them with us here today, and then 9 new faces on the team. So what are the vibes going into this season?
Yeah, this is, been doing this for a long time, Lucas, and I'm having about as much fun this year as I've had in my entire coaching career. I mean, these young ladies bring it every day. They absolutely, in a good way, compete, kill each other every day. And then off the court, they're best friends, and so that's kind of what you hope for in a coach, And so I'm very thankful for these young ladies for the way they compete. They make our job fun, make our job a lot easier every day. And it's been fun to watch. It really has. And so we're getting better every day. Obviously, not going to be a finished product to the end of the year, but we're really excited with the direction we're going.
Yeah. Coach Prock's teams over the years, no matter where you've been at your different stops, are always built around toughness, around defense, rebounding, and then just overall team toughness. How do you feel that this year's team embodies those core principles?
Yeah, well, I could almost tell from the first day of practice. We were able to have our preseason, those 4 hours a week that we were having, those smaller practices. I could tell from them. These kids had a hunger inside them that, not every team has. Some teams, you've been doing this long enough to know you see that some, and some teams develop that later, but some teams just really have it right away. And these young ladies have shown that from day one. And so, again, it's been fun to watch because, the mistakes you're correcting are, hey, screen here or cut here or do those kind of things. It's not go hard. You know what I mean? Or got to give me more effort.
The effort's there.
The effort's there every single day. The attitudes are there. And so it's just been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Grace, we'll start with you, a senior from Houston who started 26 games last year for the Lady Buffs, averaged 7 points and around 3 assists per game. You transferred to WT last year over from the University of Texas, El Paso, and you had a really good first year as a Lady Buff. How does it feel for you starting your second year here in Canton?
Being a senior, I think you go in with the highest expectations, and I think, like Coach said, this preseason has been really fun playing with and competing with these girls every day. So I'm just excited for my senior year.
Yeah,
excited to win some games.
And along with winning games, kind of tell me maybe some individual goals, or at least one individual goal for yourself, and then also for this team that Coach has said he's excited about.
For myself, is just to just keep excelling, keep doing what Coach needs me to do everywhere, whether that be on offense or defense. As a team, I think we have a lot of expectations for ourselves. Since day one, we've been, like Coach said, we came in here with toughness, and I think we're going to be a really fun team to watch this year.
Yeah. Kyla Kane, a junior guard from Wellington, and last year put up some really impressive numbers. Came off the bench, she scored 9 points a game, was a really good shooter from the outside, and actually from the free throw line, very impressive, 95%, one of the best in the Lone Star Conference. But in watching you last season, Kyla, I felt like you gained a lot of confidence. From the start of the year to the end of the year, how you were playing. Do you feel like going into this next year, you're ready to take an even further step?
Yes, sir. I'm really excited about this upcoming season. I feel comfortable and overconfident. I am stoked to be able to be with this group of girls who are all competitors. And like Coach said, we all have the effort. He doesn't have to coach that. And so I'm just excited about that. And I think that's what helps boost the confidence for me this year too.
All right, Coach, you've got obviously 2 very talented guards here, 2 great young ladies in Grace and Kyla. Talk about them, what you expect their roles to be specifically for this team.
Yeah, both of them are going to bring a lot of leadership. Kyla's obviously been with us for 3 years, Grace now a year, going into her senior year, and Kyla obviously going into her junior year. So the older you get, the more expectations you're going to have as far as the leadership roles go. So we've definitely put a lot of that on these 2 as well as some other young ladies on the team as well too. But Kyla, one of those things where you just continue to see the progression every year.
Yeah.
How she continues to score more and more every year, and that confidence is growing. And we see it every day in practice. So I think our full expectation is for her to really have a great season this year. And Grace has just been a great leader on the floor for us, like the floor general that you want, getting your stuff, getting you into the offense, picking up on defense, pressuring the defense, kind of setting the tone on both ends is what you want a leader and a point guard to do. And Grace has done a fantastic job of doing that for us so far. So we definitely have that expectation that'll carry over into the games.
But 9 new players. You recruited a really talented class of incoming freshmen. Then you also had some transfers. I want to talk about some of those players, including last year's Lone Star Conference Freshman of the Year in Taylor Hagan, guards Chloe Callahan, who's a local product from Canyon High School. A lot of fans are excited to see her. And then Randy Harding, who I get to watch her in practice, and she's pretty quick off the dribble. Talk about those players and how they're going to help this team.
Yeah, we're blessed to obviously be able to get someone like Taylor. Taylor came to us obviously from St. Mary's, had a fantastic freshman year. So, obviously when she decided to enter the portal and stuff, was one of our top targets, and we were blessed to get her. And she's brought tremendous effort and really brought a lot to the team. Chloe might be the biggest goofball on our team, but she's
in a good way.
In a good way, but she's also one of the best competitors that you'll see too. So we love having her. And I think that the local fans remember her leading Canyon High to a state title.
Yep.
And I don't think that's coming back. Like you see it every day. And then, like you mentioned, Randy. When we were recruiting Randy, I recruited from Butler Junior College in Kansas, and I recruited from Mike Helmer there before. And the one thing about Coach Helmer's teams there, they play hard all the time, and they play tough. And when I asked a couple other conference coaches in the Kansas Junior College Conference about Randy, it was the same definition every time: tough, winner, competitor coach. And they all said that. So we knew what we were getting in her. She's been fantastic so far. And I know you might have mentioned we got several other newcomers that are here as well too. That Claire Graham, to mention one of them that we're really excited about as well too. Transfer from Abilene, going to do a fantastic job. Like you mentioned, several freshmen that are going to do great. So we're just really excited about this team.
Kyla, back to you. You're getting a special opportunity this year to do something not a lot of players do. That's play with your sister, Presley from Wellington, who had a stellar career at Wellington High School. In fact, last year at the state tournament in San Antonio, got a chance to see her team play there. So what has it been like already, in practices and just being around her? But then also, how cool is it going to be this year for the Kane sisters to compete for the Lady Buffs?
We've always played together. We've played together since we were little. So it just feels right to – I'm not a senior, but I will be next year. So going out that way, playing with my sister, it just feels right to finish with her. And I'm just really excited about it. We just have a great bond, and we're really close. So,
yeah she always knows where you are. You always know where she is.
Yes, sir. It's like we're best friends. That we're sisters too.
And no initiation, right? No initiation. Grace, Coach talked about it earlier, needing the floor general. And, he's had some good point guards over his time throughout the coaching career. But being the point guard and being that floor general, you got to lead, with your actions, with your words, when times are tough, when times are good. Talk about what you want to do to improve specifically this year as a leader in your senior season.
I think just make sure I'm the loudest voice on the court. I'm coach's coach on the court when he's on the sideline. And just kind of leading the freshmen or leading somebody that's going to go into that leadership role.
Yeah. Talk about the excitement of starting this season with this team, and then why fans shouldn't count out the Lady Buffs. You were picked 5th, but why they shouldn't count us out to compete for a Lone Star Conference championship.
Yeah, we're excited about our schedule. I was blessed the last few years to be on the national committee and obviously being on the regional committees, kind of knowing what kind of schedule you got to set up to compete to get into the NCAA tournament. And we're going to continue to set that kind of schedule up here. It's not going to be easy. People can look at that non-conference schedule. And I know the preseason top 25 hasn't come out yet, but I bet you we have 2 or 3, at least maybe 4 of those teams that we're playing preseason or pre-conference are going to be in the top 25 in the country. So it's going to be a very difficult schedule, but I think it's one that will be here at First United Bank Center. So we're lucky to have those games at home and blessed to have that. But, one of the things that I think that, this program, and it goes well beyond myself and these 2 young ladies sitting here, it goes back many years. If you think about the history of Lady Buff basketball, you think about heart, you think about toughness, you think about winners. You can keep using every adjective.
There's a lot of banners in that gym.
There's a lot of banners up in that gym, and I think there's a reason for that, is because the kids that come here, they look up there and they understand the expectation that comes with this place.
All right, Buff Nation cannot wait to see this team in action. As Coach mentioned, the Lady Buffs, we got 2 exhibition games, and then they compete in the D2 CCA Tip-Off Classic right here at the First United Bank Center starting on November 1st.